Hey friendo, Steve here. Welcome back to the channel. So it's been almost 10 years to the day that The Rock unveiled the WWE Championship that became the template for the modern world title design in the WWE. Of course, he won the title from CM Punk at the Royal Rumble 2013, and a couple weeks later, he unveiled his new version of the WWE title that replaced John Cena's spinner title, which had been used for like 8 years to that point. And of course, I'm talking about this title right here. That is a Wikipedia page. That is not what I'm looking for. This right here, this title right here, of course, back then, it had the scratch logo because that was what WWE had for their logo. It wasn't long after that they replaced the scratch logo with the WWE Network logo, and that became the corporate logo for WWE, and they put that on their title. But this general design right here, of course, has been used for their world titles, both men and women, since then. Not necessarily their tag titles or their women's tag titles or their Intercontinental, none of the other ones. But the world titles, this is what that basically, sprang from. Here's the blueprint for it. I personally am a fan of this design. I think it looks really nice. I know a lot of people would prefer WWE go back to the Winged Eagle title, and like Cody Rhodes says, hey, it'd be kind of cool if we would do something like that. But I'll be honest with you, I'm actually a fan of this. However, did you know that, of course, WWE sort of focus grouped? They came up with a bunch of other designs for that title, what could have been the modern day world title as we know it, that were scrapped in favor of the one we got. I found an article on WWE.com that goes through some of these designs. Let's take a look at some of them here, because I thought that'd be a fun video. It's Wrestle Juice, do all sorts of stuff over here. So this is a pencil design of a title that evidently has no sort of split here in the back. Apparently somebody would just it would just fit over them. I'm sure it had, the idea was that was a joke. Anyways, so here's sort of the pencil design of what would eventually become this monstrosity. And although it looks very different, it's very Hulk Hogan for one thing, but this is a pretty radical design. It's a pretty big departure from a normal pro wrestling title. It's got these weird like hoops on it that connect the main plate to the side plate. The main plate is held in place by these leather fasteners right here. I'll be honest with you. This is a weird looking title. It looks more like something that you'd make in a video game, but as far as being an actual world title, people would have shit all over this thing. The Rock's thesis when he unveiled that championship was that it should inspire, and this does not inspire at all. Even with I think this probably would have looked better with the WWE Network logo, like the modern day corporate logo on it. But still, this is not a very pretty title. Let's see what's next. Oh, here's another. Okay. So they got little designs. So that's kind of interesting. It's it's like a color pencil drawing. This is decidedly less rendered than this one right here, which looks a bit nicer in terms of the artwork. But it's really outside the box. Like, it looks very medieval. Like if WWE did some sort of like medieval variant, like if they did a medieval video game that sort of took WWE superstars back in time to the King Arthur days, I could see this being a situation. But yeah, it's got like the big flames here on the side. I mean, in theory, I kind of like that. I think that's kind of cool. If the idea is this thing is just forged from steel or iron or something, and these aren't straps, they're just iron. I don't know. It's just like a giant iron ring of sorts. And then you fit this on. I kind of like this in some ways, but there's no way this ever would have been an actual world title. And plus the logo just really looks weird here. I wonder if in coming up with the concept of the new titles, they realized just how awful the scratch logo is when it comes to actually putting it on a title. That's why the Winged Eagle works so well, because he didn't need the giant logo on it. Let's move on. There's a couple more here. Oh, okay. So this is a more polished version of that. Okay. Looks probably only a couple more of these in. Let's see here. What's next? Ooh, what is this one? That's got kind of a Jack Kirby feel to it. I like this. This is kind of cool. Oh, I like this one. That's kind of nice. I kind of like this one. Maybe replace these like Batman utility belt side plates here with like some actual side plates. It looks like it looks like a ring. Looks like a diamond ring. Looks like an encrusted diamond ring. I'll be honest with you. I'm not hating on this one. This is actually kind of cool. And again, I think it'd work much better with the actual, the symmetrical corporate logo here in the middle. But otherwise, I like this. Look, you got all these fasteners back here on the back side. I kind of like this. This is kind of neat. This is like a superhero title. This is cool. What else do you got? Ooh, what is this one? Oh, all right. So it's like an eagle, and see, this is where the scratch logo makes a little bit more sense, because the eagle's talons, whatever they're called, are like grabbing the logo there. And then the rest of it apparently is made of feather as well, because you've got this part of the strap right here, which is, it's all feather, but then you have this golden eagle. And I kind of like how the gold meshes with like the silver as well. I think this is a pretty good looking title right here. I like this. I mean, yeah, it's very outside the box. It's got like a big menacing bird on it, but it kind of has like the US title vibe in terms of like being a weird shape like that. I kind of like that. What's this next one? Oh, they didn't hold on a second. Really? They didn't do a render of this? This looks amazing. It's a bunch of chains, and they're being held together by the WWE scratch logo. So that's kind of cool. And then I also found this other article from, whatculture.com. And it's, 7 WWE belts that never made it to regular TV. Figure we keep on going down this title path and see where it takes us. So check this out. Forgive all the advertisements here. The Intercontinental title prototype. There was also a prototype version made around the same time. Oh, so okay. This one was going to be used by Cody Rhodes around 2011. Created by Wildcat Championship Belts as a test. The modified version sits somewhere between the classic title and the Attitude Era version, and was created solely as an example of the quality of workmanship at Wildcat. So they just made this to say, hey, look at how good the quality of our titles are, not necessarily, hey, this is something that the WWE was planning on using. But still, that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. I wouldn't mind that. That's all right. I mean, look, the best Intercontinental Championship is that original one that Cody Rhodes brought back. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. The King of the Ring Championship. This is great. I wonder who this was. Oh, look at that. Okay, so Mabel asked his close friend and legendary belt maker Reggie Parks to create a championship for him personally. The King of the Ring Championship was born. Conspicuous by its absence on this belt is the WWF logo, while some of the flags also seem a little off. Mabel would use the title on the independent circuit and made a few appearances with it during his run in Memphis after the fact. Well, here's the WWF. I mean, it's not really a logo. It's kind of a logo. It's not the logo. That's a really cool title though. I like that one. Let's see here. What else do we have? Next. Vegas big gold belt. What is this? When Ric Flair made his way to WWF in 91. Let's see here. Vince was busy getting a look-alike title made with subtle changes such as the word placing, moving the crown, or removal of the nameplate. They even filmed promos in Los Angeles with their modified version, hence the Vegas big gold belt nickname, but the lawsuit prevented it from happening. Look at that one. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. But then the NWA was like, no, can't do it. All right, what's next? Hulk Hogan's WWF champ. Yeah. Oh, what you gonna do, brother, when smiling Hulk Hogan's all over your title, brother? What is this? For a span of about a week in October of 1986, Hulk wore another version of the WWF Championship, one of the rarest belts in history. The little-known mystery belt looks completely different to any other WWF title ever made. It's very unique. The vertical orientation of the oval center plate is more reminiscent of the Ring of Honor TV Championship. What's more, the inclusion of Hogan's picture in the middle makes it all the more personalized. That's very much a throwback thing right there. They used to do that way back in the day. Man, that's trippy. Look at that shit. What a weird title that is. Anyways, that's it for our trip down alternate title memory lane. Let me know what alternate titles you liked or also have seen in the comments below. I don't know. Just leave me any comment. I don't care what the comment is. YouTube likes that shit. Hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. And then check out this video over here. because clicking on other videos also helps. You know how it is. It's YouTube.